Aloha, YouTubers. Hi, I'm Rock, and I'm coming back at you with another live stream. And in today's live stream, um, quick update on my Team Associate DR10M build. No prep drag racing. Not gonna lie to you folks, it's it's been very frustrating. Um, very frustrating. Actually difficult. Um, Probably because just going too outrageous on the build or on the gearing. So what I've gone with so far, I tried the 2.5 turn Trinity Holeshot Dragmaster brushless motor. I try to make it work with a 48 pitch 92 turn spur gear, and I think the lowest pinion gear I went was an 18 tooth, and and then I took out the slipper clutch and installed a um, broad magnesium slipper clutch eliminator. Uh, but the gearing is way over torque. I knew that when I installed it, but I think sometimes instead of doing small, starting from the bottom and just gradually increasing, I like to do the extreme first and try to make it work. I guess that's my stubbornness in me, a hard head. But um, so there was a lot of things that went wrong while doing the shakedowns, the passes. Um, when I first tried to launch it, uh, I wasn't getting no traction off the launch. So yeah, tires weren't hooking up off the launch. It was just disaster right off the rip. And then yeah, but before I keep going, let me know. I have a new wireless mic I'm testing out, to do more content on not just YouTube, but on my other social media platforms. So I'm just testing it out. Go back on the recording, see how it turns out. But it's what is it? It's Holy Land. Hollyland M1 Mark 150. Skywriter. This is the receiver. No, this is the transmitter. I have it installed onto my webcam. The transmitter. I think it sounds better that way, and that way the audio is synced up with the video instead of trying to mess around with sync and OBS. I think OBS is I can do a lot greater improvement. But yeah, so new mic. Let me know. Give it a thumbs up if it's crystal clear. Uh, it has a background noise cancellation, which I have activated. So green light means uh, noise cancellation is activated, and when you press the yellow button right here on this side, it's gonna turn blue. So that means blue light means noise cancellation is deactivated or disabled. So if you folks heard any difference between me deactivating it or activating it, like which I'll do now, let me know. I'm gonna keep noise cancellation on. I have a lot going on in the background. I see I have my aquarium right in the behind me. Have the filtration running and the air bubbles. I just have one glowfish right now. It's a shark. His name is Lucky. But Lucky is hiding right now. I think he's normally hiding in the um, lava rock cave right there. Sometimes he likes to stay in the castle. But yeah, his name I named him Lucky because actually I also purchased 6 glowfish tetras and Lucky, so 7 total fishes, and less than when I put the tetras with Lucky, the, when I first got the fishes, the very next morning the tetras died. But lucky we're still alive. So yeah, that's why I named him Lucky, because he was the last and only survivor out of the 7 fishes I bought. So yeah, but I do plan to hopefully I got the long fish, glowfish tetras. I think those are very sensitive, and I don't think they get along with Lucky or the shark glowfish. So I'll probably get regular tetras, not the long fins. We'll see. Crossing my fingers, but I know so Lucky has survived over a month. So I'm kind of building up that courage to purchase more fish and put it more in my fish tank. But yeah, we're off the trail here. Totally went off the trail. We're talking about the DR10M. Um, so yeah, I have a hard time hooking up on traction. I think so I end up blowing out these wheels and tires. These are the Proline Reaction Plus with the Showtime wheels. So I blew these out because too much power. Um, but before I blew out these tires, so I went into I'm running a Tekin RX8, and um, I'm running a Tekin RX8 for my ESC, and so in the profile settings or the adjustments, I lowered the, I guess I'm running a Gen 2, so it's a current limiter. If you have a Gen 3, they call it torque limiter. So I set the settings all the way to 1, the lowest current limiter off the launch or off the acceleration. I could. It launched really good off the start, but once the full power kicks in, just lose traction. It's either gonna pull a hard left or a hard right. Right now, it's mostly doing a hard left, um, and so I tried to put on my R6GS. I messed around with the throttle settings. I put a throttle curve and try to um, I guess lower the power band, the amount of electric current going through the motor throughout the throttle curve, but that didn't work. So you know, and so I took out the 3.5 turn motor, and then I installed a 2.0 Trinity Holeshot Dragmaster motor. I thought that you know, you know, I was thinking maybe if I go with less torque and more wheel speed, less torque, it would probably balance it out. But no, still the same issue. So what I'm thinking is what's happening is because of the low setting on the Tekin RX8, and then all of a sudden you just get the full punch right off the start. Um, I don't know, because it launches off really smooth right off the bat, but once that full power kicks in, it's gonna turn a hard left and eventually flip over many times. And I crashed this RC many times. I'll probably share the video in later live streams. I just probably put a compilation together. I'm trying to, I guess, from now on, I'm just gonna do it like a documentary. My journey to hit 1.0, hit the 1 second barrier. Um, so and then um, so going through all those issues, I try to, because I know it's making a hard left because something, the one weird tire is spinning faster than the other, right? That's basically what's happening um, in my DR10M. So both wheels are not spinning equally. It's actually one is spinning a lot way faster than the other. Um, so the left or the driver's side rear tire is spinning less or not spinning as fast as the passenger side rear tire, and that's why it's doing a hard left. So, you know, there's a lot of ways you can look at it. You can look at your suspension. You probably can lessen your suspension or soften up your suspension. I can soften up my suspension on the driver's side rear tire. I don't think really it's the suspension. I noticed that, you know, I installed the anti-sway bar onto it. I think you don't need it when you're going straight. So, and when I put it together, actually the bar is kind of touching the dog bones. So I had to raise it a little bit just to make sure it had enough clearance, so that way it doesn't interfere with the dog bones. And so I did that, and it actually kind of helped, but not really helped. So what else did I do? Oh, and I started with the regular reaction tires, the narrower tires, and then I went to the plus, and then it actually helped with the launch because of the load. I guess more load, less than the wheel speed. But still, when once that power fully kicks in, just you can't get enough traction. So try to check the ballooning. I looked underneath my body just to see if the tire is scraping underneath the body. Doesn't look like it. And so I think at one point I thought I blew out my idler gear because it's I don't know, my tires weren't spinning. The spur gear is spinning and the motor is spinning, but the tires weren't spinning. Sound like something like got one of the gears got, you know, I guess grinded out. But I was noticing, like when I was looking at my rear tires, the nylon nut that locks this in onto the wheel hub, it always kept coming loose, especially on the passenger side. So something is wrong there, and I think that's the culprit. I don't know if I have to get a new transmission, but I took the transmission apart, and the gears was totally fine. You know, from the top shaft gear to the idler gear to the differential gear was totally fine. There's no any, you know, it was perfectly fine. No damage. The gears weren't grinded out. But so I also took apart the differential gear, and I noticed that I didn't have any diff fluid. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe that's the problem. So yeah, like probably only did like 6 or 9 passes, and differential gear is just gone. I don't know if the team associated, I don't know, the differential gear that comes in with the kit doesn't last that long. So I end up adding the V-Force 300,000 CST silicone differential fluid in the differential gear, packed it in, make sure I packed it in, and then when I tighten the differential gear, there were a lot of silicone fluid oozing out. So I know there was a lot or significant. I know there's more than enough in the differential gear, and then when I took it back out to do some test shakedowns, still having the same issue. So either I have to go with at least a 500,000 CST silicone differential fluid, or go with this guy. I have a box. Are you ready for an unboxing? But first thing first, the trusty razor. Remember, folks, in handling sharp objects or razors, please be careful to not injure yourself or cut yourself. And for those who are under the age of 18, please get your parents' permission. Now let's do the unboxing. So to eliminate, like, I guess for me, like because I'm gonna do a lot of tuning and testing, and to eliminate like issues that I come across, is to eliminate without any shadow of doubt the problem, right? Well, what could be the problem, right? So I went ahead and go on Amainhobbies, and I got this guy. This is the Revolution Design DR10 drag racing solid axle. I know I purchased this before, and I showcased it on my channel. If you're interested in this, solid rear axle, a solid axle for your transmission. Focus. So I'm gonna install this guy in my transmission in my DR10M. That way to eliminate the guesswork. See why the tires are not hooking up. Or now it's hooking up, but like I said, one rear tire is spinning faster than the other, and that is the cause of the sudden turning to the left. So, and then also purchased new tires. I got the Proline Reaction. I got the blue compound, which is a lot softer and stickier tire. I was running the orange S3 compound, but I didn't know they had the blue, so I went with the blue because it's a lot softer and stickier, and so hopefully that helps with the traction. If that doesn't work, I'll just gear it down, and instead of going with the 92 spur gear, I'll probably just start off with the 782 48 pitch spur gear, and then see what is the smallest pinion I can go with to compensate for the smaller spur gear. Because if I go with the smaller spur gear, I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna lose torque but gain speed, and so I don't run. You know what I mean? I'm looking at. Hopefully, I can probably do 16. Probably go with the 48 pitch 782 spur with, and start off with a 16 tooth pinion gear with a 2-turn motor. I don't honestly, I don't think the 2-turn motor, you shouldn't go any lower than 87 tooth, because you're really, if a 782, I'm hitting the danger zone, and blowing my ESC, having that voltage surge, voltage spike. Even though I'm running an RX8, so it's gonna be interesting. I was hoping I could run the two turn with the 92 48 pitch spur gear, but we'll see. Hopefully, if not, I'm gonna have to change out the RX8 Gen2, you know, and go with this guy. I do have another box. Let's see. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Because my whole philosophy is, I think if you can get your hands on the highest RPM you think, or highest RPM or highest KV, in this case the 2-pole motor, and the highest or lowest or highest KV, lowest turn motor you can get your hands on, and put on this for me a DR10M, and then I try to balance that out with trying to run a high gear ratio. That way I have the wheel speed and the torque to get quicker, faster time for 132 feet, and hopefully increase my top speed. Right now it's not working out. The, I guess that's why a lot of manufacturers, they recommend that. That's why they recommend running the 87 tooth or 78 tooth spur gear. I think even some do the 70 tooth, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think I don't know if I ever seen somebody. I know some people have done the 89 tooth and made it work. So yeah. Um, but the only thing is like, so, oh, yeah, I guess either that, my battery, the discharge rate is just too much. And so right now I'm running the max amps, 7.4 volts, 7250 milliamp LiPo battery with a true, I think it's a 220 C burst. So when you do the discharge rate, what the battery is capable of, um, so 700 to 50, yeah, I'm looking at, there's a lot of amps. Um, it's generating. I can't do it on the top of my head, but it's 7250 divided by 1,000 times 220 is what the amp rating is, or the discharge rate, and that's a lot of amps. Um, and it's crazy they have 10 milliamps or 10,000 milliamp lipo no prep drag racing batteries, and I'm like with 220 C burst, and I'm like, wow, man. And it's a 5 cell setup, so it's like, you know, I don't, yeah, do the math. Um, Even though it's still a 7.4 volts, or I guess in this case 8.4 volts when it's fully charged. Um, you know, voltage is kind of uh, you shouldn't really look at voltage. You should look at the discharge rate, and I guess if you calculate a 11.1 or 3 cell, say if you had a like a 5,000 milliamp 3 cell, right? And you times, and you have, it's only like a 50 C burst. Um, the amp is a lot lower than compared to uh, a 7250 milliamp to 220 C burst, 7.4 volts. So the amp, the discharge rate is a lot lower in a 3 cell compared to a 2 cell, even though the 3 cell it has a bigger voltage than the 2 cell, if you understand what I'm saying. Next time I'll just draw it out. When I go through this whole process, I'll just draw it out and explain to you folks why sometimes voltage is overrated. It's more about the discharge rate when it comes to, powering your your RC or anything, any electronics. But so right now I'm running the Tekin RX8 Gen2. So I went ahead and purchased this guy. This is the Tekin RX8 Gen3. Um, I think, does this have a 32-bit MCU? I think I read somewhere it has a 32-bit MCU. I'm not too sure what the Gen 2 has, but um, there's, I think there's like a real big difference. So what I'm looking for, so it has so yeah, again, it has a torque limiter. So programmable features, you have drag brake, brake reverse strength, torque limiter, which is good for drag racing. Neutral width, which is pretty much your dead band on your throttle. Timing profiles, probably 5 presets. I'm not gonna mess with timing. I'm just gonna leave it at 0 degrees. In this case, I probably have to go negative timing, but that's not possible. Maybe it is on the motor. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just, yeah. Where did I put that 2.5? But yeah. So and then let's see. Oh, timing profiles, which we talked about, and then your motor, um, where you're running a motor. I guess your motor mode, where you're running a brushless or brush, and then voltage cutoff for your lipo batteries, and then so the extensive tuning via Tekin Hotwire sold separately. So you can do custom profiles and use a Tekin Hotwire. Adjustable throttle and brake minimums. Okay, so adjustable throttle and brake frequencies. So I guess we can do a throttle adjustment. No, but see, man. So see, I think that's why a lot of people go with the Macklin DR case, because you can um, adjust the um, the power output throughout the power band. In this case, looks like you only can adjust your torque output off the launch or off acceleration, and then adjustable throttle. Maybe we still can do it when adjustable throttle, so we can adjust how much electric current throughout. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to do a deep dive into this and see what we can do, or see what I can do. That's gonna be very interesting. But yeah. So features easily access programming anywhere, anytime. Quick tune, one touch programming. Hotwire compatible. D2 dual drive mode technology. Onboard temperature indicator. High density copper FET boards. Solder post for easy wiring. Heatsink and fan auto. So I think I still can stick with the Gen 2. I'm just gonna use this for just backup. This isn't a very expensive ESC. It's over $200, but I do have the link in the description box below if you want to go check it out. And then, with that being said, I also bought the Tekin Hotwire 3.0 Bluetooth interface. So we can do adjustments on the PC or on your smartphone. And you connect through Bluetooth. So yeah, so you can connect it directly to your PC. I don't think this. Yeah, you can't do Mac unless you have Parallels on Mac or you have some kind of Windows on your MacBook. So only Windows. Sorry guys, sorry Mac users. So yeah, either connect this directly to your Windows or PC, or you can connect this to an Android or iOS device through the app, and then you can adjust the settings there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we can I can make adjustments out on the racetrack. So this is gonna come in handy. And then this is I got me the Tekin Gen 4. I think this is a two-pole brushless, two-turn motor. Like I said, right now I had I bought the Trinity Holeshot Dragmaster 2.0 two-turn motor, and that's what I'm running right now. I just bought the Tekin just to make a comparison if I ever can get the traction working with these motors. So yeah, the whole philosophy is try to go with the lowest turn or highest kV motor I can get my hands on. This is rated at over 10,000 RPMs. That's a lot of RPMs, and hopefully I can make it work with the 92 spur gear. I think I'm running at 22, so I may have to go down to 8. And maybe I should go lower. I don't think it's necessarily wheel speed. It's just too much power. But yeah. But then if I can't make this two-turn motor work, I know I already purchased another motor, and hopefully I think that's the industry standard. I think that's where a lot of manufacturers are going. So it's basically so this is a two-pole motor. I think a lot of manufacturers going with the 4-pole and 6,500 kV. I think the Macklin has come out with a 4-pole 6,600 kV motor, so 100 more kV, or just a tad bit more RPMs. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So struggling with this DR10M. Hopefully I can get it to work. Cross my fingers on this guy, a solid axle. Hopefully this is a lifesaver. I know it's so frustrating because I know I have the power, that it's the setup to hit low twos and hit at least 70 miles per hour, man. I know I had that setup, and it's just trying to make it work. And I know eventually I can hit the 1 second barrel. That's not a problem. And maybe hit 80 miles per hour, hopefully maybe 90 one day. But I don't think there's a tire out there that is rated to over 90 miles per hour. So that's gonna be an issue in the future. Um, so, but yeah, you know, but that's part of life. It's part of the challenge. Trying to make it work. It's costing me a lot of money. Great content for you folks, you know. Yeah, I think from now on, I'm just gonna make my videos when I do projects like this, like this is DR10M. Um, do it like a documentary, then take it from there. Um, yeah. So, and then I don't know if you folks ever got the email about inviting you folks to YouTube's new YouTube's YouTube's new music partnership. So I guess we go media source, and then house file, body downloads. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Will it turn me up? Choose it. Oh, the second one. Okay. So yeah. So speed, blah blah blah. Okay. And here we go. YouTube new music. I should have said this song before. Yeah, but anyway, I'm also partnered with SSW song. Have a lot of great music, hip hop, R&B, pop, rock, heavy metal, all kind of genres. And also scores, academic songs. That's why I don't have to link to it. Maybe a partnership here. Sign up to the There's a lot of ways you can earn income. First started financially in regards to my for me, in the I have a lot of partnerships. I partnered up with a lot of brands, a lot of RC brands. You know, Amazon is one. Amainhobbies. I know I just did beard out, beard out. They're sending me some stuff to showcase on my channel. Get Upside, the app, and then future announcement partnership that I want to announce in the future. Been slacking because this DR10M got my full attention. So yeah, but big announcements coming in the future for this channel. Great partnerships that I was able to establish. So a lot of announcement videos coming in the future. I know I'm working on making that video right there for the Traxxas TRX4 Ford Bronco 2021. Like I said, I'm trying to do a different camera, trying to do something very unique on RC channels, different. So a lot of plans. Like I said, sorry I haven't been posting consistently. It's just because the DR10M, just so focused on that and trying to get that to work. But I will. It's a challenge. Look forward to the challenge. I just hope I can get the 92 spur to work. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for the update. For the DR10M. Also, I did some upgrades to my Axo SCX24 Ford Bronco. It's looking pretty sharp. I know I teased it a couple times. So look, gonna do that run video pretty soon. This week is just too hectic with the Ironman Road Championship in town. So as soon as things settle down here, in Kona on the Big Island, then I'll be able to go out and film, do some run videos. I don't think I run videos. Hopefully make some cool content. Yeah, a lot of packages coming along the way. Ordered some stuff for more content, mostly for no prep drag racing. Oh yeah, and I have these boxes right down here that I have to unbox and do some run videos for that. So yeah, just trying to find the time, folks. Just trying to find the time. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. Hope you folks have an excellent October. Hopefully, I get to post more content consistently. So yeah, hopefully the audio was good. Yeah, very good, very good. So that's it for this live stream. Until my next live stream, take care and aloha. Shaka. Namo.